since Rafferty doesn't come, it means we can start. Who wants to recap the last session?
All right. Whenever ready, Theta, you got things rolling?
We're good.
Okay, cool. Last time on Lancer, in the city of Evergreen, the Liu Maze farm was surrounded by cyborg robots that used to be working there. We went there to disrupt the activity and keep people safe, to which the hacker Lesser used her powers to communicate with a malfunctioning AI out there, caused it to destroy itself, and the robots wandered off. Or at least so far as Lesser was willing to explain. Uh, Zero helped give the farmers some way to recover from their loss, and everyone headed back to Evergreen. Then, sometime during, I think, the day, the town was under attack. A surprise assault from the river. The group did not fare too well, with 2 mechs going down and 1 being captured. And there is where we ended off last time. Turning tail and running.
Yes. Ja. The Cobra, you have to wait some days till the new printer gets finally shipped, because you remember some weeks back you helped the chief engineer establishing the stronger Omni node, and so they could order a bigger printer, and in a few days this printer will arrive, and since you will probably just reprint your Big Mac, it's best you just wait so we can reprint your Pfeiffer Tortuga instead of something smaller.
Very well.
And while you're sitting, damn, now I forgot, in the tavern, a young man approaches you as a group. Lesser, are you with your group, or are you like usual doing your thing and
I'm in
being
a
alone?
very weird position now that I'm the only one with a mech.
No. Zero Smack will be reprinted shortly. Only Cobra has to wait a bit. Yeah. A young man approaches you. He looks like 17, 18. Excuse me, you are the Lancers, right? You're from off-planet.
He's approaching like us as a group or
Yeah.
Lesser in particular.
No, you as a group. I just wanted to
Okay.
know if Lesser wants to be in the fun.
I'll be invisible. My mech will be in the area since it's human-sized.
Okay. So I'll turn to the kid and go, yes, that's right. I'm Zero. XO. How's it going?
Oh, very good, sir. Thank you. I'd like to join you when you go off planet. I don't want to be on this planet anymore. Could you arrange that?
Well, I
I
could
want to
see if
see the
the Mirror
universe.
Smoke company is hiring. They would definitely take you on the shuttle with us.
Oh.
Are you sure that you want to be a Lancer?
Oh. I don't want to be a Lancer. I just want to see the universe. Maybe something like freighter pilot or something.
Oh, there's plenty of piloting jobs out there. I'm sure we can help you find something.
You are aware that basically all the colonists are under contract with Landmark, and so he is probably not allowed to leave. And if you help, you might be considered complicit.
Right. Zero is still like weighing this in the back of his mind, going, well, at the same time, telling a child, nope, you're under colonial contract and you have to stay here the rest of your life forever, is maybe a little bit too cruel for casual conversation.
So you help him.
So instead, he's gonna offboard it over to Lesser and go, hey, Lesser, could you do me a favor and bring up novice job postings for this young man?
Again, I'm invisible, so in actuality, he's talking to Yvenel.
Well, I mean, I've got an Omni-Link. I've got like a cell phone here, which is also like a
Right, but I mean that
range
my mech is there because it's human-sized.
Yeah, but you were kindly asked to leave your mech in front of the tavern.
Right, and before I said no.
Yeah,
And when
you
they
said-
asked me to leave, I said okay, and they're like, "Don't leave."
No, that was not a tavern. That was at patient side.
Well, then I'm not here. If they're discriminatory, I don't follow through on discriminatory business practices. In fact, I'm going to start leaving messages on the OmniNet about how bad of a place this is and how they discriminate against their customers. I want to shut them down.
It's
Right.
the only tavern. You've got a tough
So-
job.
It's not really a tough job. There's rat turds in their food. I found them. Here's pictures.
Someone then posts like, hold up a second, I did my thesis on the biological inhabitants of this planet, and there are no rat-based species there. In fact, and then it goes on for like 3 more paragraphs.
And then I only respond with a sentence. Then explain these turds.
At any rate, I'm just sending you a message then if you aren't there, and that's to the same effect.
Well, no,
Lester, could you please pull up some novice listings for this young man?
once
And there's
again,
a picture of the person I was talking to.
I am there. I'm just invisible. Some novice listings?
Sure, any sort of entry-level position that might get him towards piloting.
Yeah. I'm going to send you back 2 words. The draft.
And I'm going to just send you back, this is now in order.
Novice. I don't even understand what novice listings means. No, and then out of character.
Positions.
Right, but I mean, do you
Entry-level
include?
positions, apprenticeships, training programs?
I mean, do you? Okay, you send back. This is an order, and I'll send back. He's already under contract. Like I'm
Yes,
assuming
but
that I
that's
can
not
look
bad.
up his name. Well, that's the thing. It doesn't matter. I mean, at this point, I'm probably just like calling you. Like I've moved to the far edge of the room so that you can't hear me talking, but I'm calling you nonetheless. I'm like, it doesn't matter. There are no entry-level applicable jobs that he can take. He's under contract.
Just get a printout
Of-
and do it for me.
Of what? If I co-search his name via applicable jobs off planet, they're all gonna come back denied. He's under contract.
You don't have to sign him up for them, you just have to find them for me.
Okay. What do I need to do to find jobs for this kid?
Yeah, you basically can hook up the OmniNet, enter simple search, and you can decide if you want to take care and really pick jobs or if you just want to paste all the jobs you find.
No, I'm really annoyed now. I want to find like the worst jobs imaginable that still get him off planet. Like, you know, garbage scowl or, you know, I don't know, sex slave, something.
Or shit shuttle.
Yeah. Lesser is annoyed now at having given an order. So Lesser wants to find the worst jobs imaginable so this kid decides to stay. But you know what? Compared to my Compared to the life I could have out there in the stars, staying here on a planet is much better.
Okay, please write me down the quick list which jobs you'd pick. Some I didn't understand, but I don't know them. But
You don't know what a sex slave is?
no, I know what sex slave is, but one of the others. I also know what a garbage man is, but something in between I didn't get. Okay, yeah, Zero, you get back a list of entry-level jobs, and you see they're all really. They seem like pick for badness, but they're all off-planet.
Zero will sigh a little bit and will scratch out and censor the worst offenders. Like sex slave? Why is this even a job posting? Where did he find this?
Porn.net. It's a new thing.
But I will give it to the child for now to consider and say, go ahead and come back to me later, and I'll be sure to have more printed out. This is all that my friend could find right off the bat.
So if I pick one of those, I can leave with the next shuttle.
Why don't you look it over and consider and get back to me in I have no idea how long I'm gonna say. I'm gonna just say a week.
Uh,
A week?
but
That's 5,000 hours.
I want to leave with the next shuttle. Any job will be fine.
I promise I won't leave on the next shuttle without seeing you first.
I'd like to do a quick background check on this kid.
Yeah, his name is Edward, son of Thomas and Martha. He's born on this planet, and his
Martha, why did you say that name?
he's basically an inherited contract, like they call it. It's not slavery; it's an inherited contract.
Yeah, it's indentured servitude.
And his genes technically belong to Landmark.
Okay, so he's not guilty of a crime or something.
But what about a shirt?
Shoes. Need those for service.
Arcloud, I didn't get your question.
Wasn't a question, it was a joke. He was making a joke.
Okay.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said his jeans belong to the company, and then I said, what about a shirt?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Alright, well, that was the start and end of my interest in this kid.
No, he hasn't done anything illegal, but the first illegal thing he will be doing is leaving the planet.
Assuming he does.
Assuming. Yeah. Then thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. And he takes all the postings and scuttles away.
Zero's just gonna sigh a little bit, and well, it does bring back to memory that he doesn't have much of a plan for how to get people off planet, and he's already promised another group. So he probably needs to focus his downtime activities on solving this a little bit.
Yeah. But with the other group, your promise was much more concrete.
Right. And probably a little more viable generally than just take people off planet. I can at least wiggle around the mirror smoke stuff.
Yeah. About 4 days later, the shuttle arrives with the new printer parts.
Excellent, we can get our Big Macs now.
Yay.
Is anybody at a shuttle site and wants to watch and wait, or do you just wait for the message once it got installed?
I don't know why I would stop and wait for a shuttle. I've seen them. I've ridden on them.
Zero will be there, of course, and with his mech just to make sure everything goes smoothly and nothing bad happens. He's doing guard duty.
Yeah, Edward is there too, and he's picked like half the jobs and will say, I would do any of those, and is at a shot say, I want to leave.
Well, we're not leaving yet either, so
Yeah, but the shuttle is leaving.
I can't exactly get you on that right now.
Uh,
I still have a job to do here.
Oh, yeah. But you could stay and get me on the shuttle, couldn't you?
Afraid I just don't have the change for it right now.
Okay.
Don't worry. I told you, I'm not leaving without you.
When this kid turns around to walk away, I want to be invisible, right? But in his path. And I want to drop my sidearm on the ground.
Well, so you want to be in front of him and drop your sidearm?
Invisible. I want to be invisible so that the sidearm just clunks to the ground. Being visible, but no obvious source. I want this kid to notice that there's a gun on the ground.
Okay. Yeah. He is startled, looks around. Anybody there? And give me a high check with 2 advantage.
A high check. I'm invisible.
Yeah. Yes, but
I mean, I'm invisible until I'm attacked.
yeah, but you remember in combat it's a 50% chance.
Is he attacking me? In
No,
combat. You said in combat. It's like, okay, am I in combat?
Yes, but with the reasoning that there are still some things that are off about your presence. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because it's not there.
Like light fractures that he could see a spot or something like that. Yeah. Okay. Nobody here? You sure? And with that, he continues his way. He seems confused.
Wait, he doesn't pick up the gun?
No.
What a fucking asshole. I'll pick up the gun then. Guess he really didn't want to get off the planet that bad. I said I guess he didn't want to get off the planet that bad then.
Oh,
if he was desperate enough, he would have picked the gun up. He didn't.
Maybe he has different ideas how to get off the planet.
Yeah, he's being annoying about it. I wanted to see how desperate he was. He wasn't desperate. Which means he doesn't really care.
Yeah. Do you...
also, what 17-year-old boy doesn't pick up a gun when he sees it?
Maybe one who wasn't raised in the USA.
What, like the Russians don't pick up guns? German boys pick up guns.
Okay, do you still want to follow him?
I was never following him in the first place.
Okay. You lose him out of your sight. While he's still inside, he turns around a few times, but... So, yeah, you wait a few hours and your printer gets installed.
Alright.
So
and I'll be here overseeing and waiting for the new mech to be printed for for Cobra.
I guess Cobra would be there too, so you can watch what's going on.
Yeah, I sent in the message like, hey, it's all set up if you want to watch it happen. It's always neat stuff. But, well, at least our forces are back together, and, well, it's maybe a little troubling to think that, maybe one of, Cobra's mechs is now in the, opposition hands right now.
Yes, it is.
Not that they're gonna be good piloting it, but, it is armor. So, we'll see how that goes.
And if they have enough time training, they could still get good at piloting it.
Very true.
And you got the impression that basically all the mechs are a few hundred years old and get maintained and passed down over time. So
Mhm.
yeah, they could have some time training with it.
I suppose in the meantime, would this be downtime action time then?
Yes.
Alright. Who wants to go first? Suppose that's me then. I definitely need to start building some connections for obvious reasons. I'm definitely looking for someone I can connect up with a shuttle that can also do a subtle pickup of probably a large number of people. Because I have the feeling only more and more people are going to ask. And of course, the worst case scenario is all these resistance elements pop up out of the ground and drive everyone off planet.
Okay.
So
You know that you're technically thieving from landmark with every person you get off the planet.
Yep, but I don't have to tell them about that.
Okay. How big a shuttle do you want?
Good question. Depends on my options. I already know I have at least 3 families. And I know I can technically use this as further leverage for other groups and such, too. Let's say 10 families. So that'd
So,
be something like a 40-person transport.
okay.
Given the size of like the thing we came in on, like in the first mission, it's like that shouldn't be too hard. It's not like carrying heavy equipment or anything, just people.
I mean, the shuttle that just left, if you were bold enough, you could cram 40 people in it. I mean, it's just long enough into the orbit where a bigger spaceship is waiting.
Right. So I'm gonna be working with like my outside contacts through the OmniNet and trying to see who I could get to do a subtle pickup mission.
Okay.
So let's roll a get a hold of. 13. Let's take a look what the Boogie Book says.
Page 85.
Yep.
Your
Will
connection
help you,
will
but
help
you
you.
gotta do a favor after they help you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do 10 family 40 person shuttle for a favor. Okay. So I'm gonna mark that down, and that's what I'm up to. Quietly arranging things.
Okay. Who wants to be next?
Go ahead, Ark.
I'm reading through the downtime right now. I'm sorry.
Alright, well, I'll go. We went back and said that the organization thing I did last time was wrong, right? So all I got was the +2 to my efficiency for the roll that I made, not the automatic one. So my organization is currently at +4 efficiency, not +6 as was previously described.
Okay.
Alright, just making sure that we're on the same page, Teal. Teal.
Tile is good.
Teal.
You can say particle.
I can say what?
Particle. Like
Par-
atomic particle.
Particular?
English-
Yay, I learned a
Oh.
German word today.
What's the word? I keep not hearing it.
Particle.
Particle. Yes.
Why would you
my
call
friend.
you particle?
Because it's the translation of my name.
Teal-chan is particle?
Yes.
Okay.
Taichin has several meanings. One is particle. Taichin is also a sort of sweet cake.
I thought it was the name of a god or something. I thought that's what you said before.
No, it's not.
Like the German version of Thor or something.
No.
Anyways, I'm at +4 efficiency on a downtime activity. I have to make this roll anyway. So, it's not my actual downtime activity, but I have to roll it when this happens. So, d20 +4. 21! Which means what? On a result of 20+, your organization gets +2 influence and efficiency to a maximum of +6. So now it's at +6 efficiency and +2 influence. Did you figure out what you're doing yet, Ark?
Yeah, I think I want to gather information to see if Cobra can figure out what might be being done with his lost mech. If that is possible.
I mean, it's an enemy force. You don't know where they are. They tracked it off. So how do you go about finding out what they do, apart from the obvious using it themselves, which you then will probably find out in future fights. So how do you go about finding this information?
Well, it's pretty big, so people might have seen it being transported or even in training exercises that the people who have it now are doing.
Yep.
So he would be mostly looking out for the seedy underbelly of the society and asking them. Since he was a penal colonist, he might have an easier time fitting in with such people and learning what they know.
So yeah, your the people in the city don't really have contact with the Hycernians. Not friendly contact anyway. Nobody knows where they train. But you're right, it's a big thing that got tracked off. You could follow the trails and see where it's got taken to. But
Alright.
I mean, it's your choice if you want to do that in foot or if you want to do that rather in mech and full force.
What was that again? I had a hard time hearing you.
When you want to follow that trail, do you want to go alone as a pilot person, or do you want to go with your mech or with your mechs? So, do you want to follow the trail with your buddies? Because, yeah, if you find where it's taken, you probably find the enemy base.
Well, I would assume if you went to go find the enemy base, he would be as stealthy as he could about it and not get too close. I mean, trying to hide a size Shemek is like trying to hide a space shuttle. pretty much. And I mean, with the orange tank and the 2 solid fuel boosters on it, so I just gotta try and figure out which of my skills might apply to that kind of skullduggery. My triggers, I mean.
I mean, survival for being stealthy in woods.
I have survival and act unseen and unheard of. The survival is better.
Yeah, then pick whichever you like most.
All right. Oh boy, I'd probably get caught.
Oh, you specified that you will stay at bay. Now, now let me ping you. Travel by foot quite some hours. It's around here. I would have to look at a map to be certain. But somewhere in the southeast of the woods, you find an old alien hive, which was used by the aliens, and the tracks lead underground. So yeah, it's and you're still 100 meters or so off from the entrance to the underground. The tracks lead in there, and it's basically you don't see anybody. You also don't spot any sentries about. So it's your choice if you go in there or turn around and inform your buddies. Or do something else I didn't think of.
I'd say he would turn around at that point because getting too close would be dangerous for a single person. So I guess he would, though, end up leaving clear evidence of his rummaging in the space where he had been hiding and looking out at this bunker you're talking about, or the hive.
Yeah, it's not a bunker. It's a hive.
It's a hive. Yeah.
Yeah.
I misspoke.
Okay. Then 0. 0, sorry. Lesser.
Yeah. I like
You
to get creative.
Okay.
I want to create a subaltern body. Not for myself. I just want to make one.
Okay. Then go ahead.
I think... I don't think I can tap my organization for this. Yeah, because it'd be the same as my own inventor create, so I'm just going to roll. Oh, hold on, let me get rid of the accuracy that I have on my rolls. There we go. Inventor create. What did I roll? 16. 10 to 19, you can make progress on your project, but can't finish it. You can finish it next time when you have downtime without a roll. If you get some things before then, pick 2. I can choose quality materials, specific knowledge or techniques, specialized tools, or a good workspace. I'm going to choose workspace and specific knowledge or techniques. I can finish it next downtime if I have specific knowledge or techniques and a good workspace.
Yeah. Let me write it. Yeah. You still you notice this cobra is missing over a day, and he didn't exactly tell you where he was going. So I don't know at which point you become concerned. But
Yeah, I would be concerned that he didn't like say anything when he left, but I could probably check with patience and just see like, just make sure like they didn't get caught on camera that like got kidnapped or something. But I imagine Patience might reveal like, oh yeah, and then he left the city at this time, this direction, in outdoors gear or something.
I guess he's basically always in outdoors gear. But But yeah,
So,
yeah, you find out that he left yesterday early.
so I can only imagine he went hunting or something of the like. Because of course he didn't say anything. But I think I can trust him to just be outdoors. But it's a shame that he won't be in contact if something happens. So I'm going to make a personal note to grill him on being out of communication. Because I assume he does not have an Omnihook or anything.
Nope.
Yep. So, gonna mark that down in my PDA, grill subordinates some more, make an extra note, give Lester more orders to get back at him for doing orders poorly. There we go.
That'll teach me.
That'll teach him.
You won't just get back worse effort.
I'm gonna keep giving them until I get back something good.
Why were all of these robots told to dump the trash in my room?
But while you're with Patience and asking for Cobra pay, Edena asks you, have you seen Edward? We've been missing this kid since yesterday, I guess.
Oh, he was at the shuttle launch yesterday. Did he not return home?
No, he didn't.
Oh, that's strange.
So,
Well, I guess I could check Patience and see where he wandered off to as well.
yeah,
Everyone's wandering off on me today.
he wandered off to the shuttle landing site before the shuttle landed, and that's the last footage you have seen from him. And the
So
shuttle
Patience
site,
doesn't have anything after that. Interesting.
no. And he didn't come back from that.
Well, that warrants some investigation and talking to people. Should I go ahead and make a roll of get a hold of and just start questioning people on the street?
Yeah, you can skip the role. Nobody has seen him after leaving for the shuttle.
Are these people not RFID tagged?
Yeah, but RFID tags don't work like 100 kilometers away.
Right, I mean,
No,
that's still in the range of the settlement, isn't it?
But no, they don't have RFID tags.
Well, what kind of slaves are these?
Just on a guess, just on a total gamble. Remember the footage I was looking at that showed that Cobra left the city without telling anyone anything? Edward wouldn't happen to also have been caught on footage shortly after that same direction.
No. The last footage of Edward is hours before Cobra, and it's in the direction of the shuttle, and Cobra left to the south.
Heading towards a lake.
Has the shuttle left or anything, or is it still here?
Oh, the shuttle has left. It offloaded the printer, and then the crew took a short break and refueled, and then they took off.
Right, and I suppose as far as I saw, he never, like, went back to the shuttle, so...
He what?
He didn't seem to go back to the shuttle at all.
I mean, he was at the shuttle site, and you all left the shuttle site at some point.
Well, if he did what I'm thinking he did, there's no way I can necessarily, like, search on this planet and find him, so that'll be a thing.
Yep, hope he enjoys the sex trade.
But if he did and he gets away with it, then he solved his own problem, and I can only wish him the best of luck. Yeah, Zero will spend a couple hours trying to just make sure that he isn't actually on planet anymore to his satisfaction. No one seems to have any traces, there's no footage, no one's seen him. I mean, it seems pretty confident that he may have actually gotten on that shuttle.
On your search, do you talk with his parents too, or?
No, specifically, do not talk
Well,
to
I
his
mean, they came
parents.
to me, right? So
No,
there's something I can like question them about. I don't think. Well,
No,
no, I can ask
not
them about the kid.
not the parents came to you while you were at patients. His human administrator came to you.
Ah, okay. So yeah, I could go check in on the parents.
Yeah, you find a building and two distressed people open the door. Yes. Oh, you're that fucking Lancer. You helped our son get off planet. Give us our son back.
Wait,
He
what?
always
I haven't done
he always
anything.
wanted to leave the planet, and we tried to convince him to stay here and build a future for himself. Now he's thrown everything away and is a criminal. And you helped him.
Hold up, I haven't done anything here. I just
Yeah,
had a little talk with him, is all.
a little talk. You gave him job postings so that he could get off planet.
I was hoping that would keep him on planet long enough to read through them. But I guess he got a little bit too excited.
Yeah, you could say that. He's totally gone now. And it's your fault.
Oh, you lost another one, pa.
Zero here can do like nothing except say he's sorry. That's about all he can do right here, I think.
I'm gonna decloak nearby. Hey, Zero. You remember that listing of jobs that you wanted that kid to get off planet? I got some better ones now. Sorry for messing around with you.
Zero is not even going to turn at all or acknowledge your existence at this point.
The parents yell at you too.
Oh, if they start yelling at me, I turn invisible. Nope, none of that.
And I will say, like, I will file a report on this. I can't leave the planet myself to deal with this, but we'll see if he will come back.
So you basically report his self-theft.
For now, yes.
I mean, it's a shuttle. It has to travel slowly to a gate, and then through the gate to another place slowly. So, literally, just send a message to the shuttle. Hey, do you have a unwanted passenger?
Yeah, depending on how it goes, either A, it has enough fuel to like come back, fuel in time to like come back, drop him off, and then go, or it goes to wherever it's going, and then whatever return shuttle comes back here later brings him back.
Either way,
That's like
being
my
a
assumption.
being a stowaway aboard a starship probably also a very large crime. Criminal no matter what. Criminal for breaking contract. Criminal for stowing away.
But does Lesser just return to pure invisibility?
Yeah. I'm not gonna get yelled at by a bunch of commoners.
Zero will leave a message.
I'm not away when I'm invisible. You can just, calm me.
Well, if you're not going to appear to talk to me, well, that's fine.
You didn't turn around. You specifically said you weren't gonna register my presence, so...
Yes, exactly. So I'm sending you a text in the most passive-aggressive manner I can.
Okay.
And it's just going to say, any more acting out, I will start to classify as insubordination. Is this understood? And he goes off to file the report.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're not even gonna look for a response.
Not until later.
Well, it'll just be a smiley face. I'm sending emojis in the future. Future emojis, which are animated GIFs. Because that's how far text has gone. Because you gotta assimilate to those people that use pictographs and everything as a language.
Yeah. So, Lesser, you wanted to contact the ship?
No.
No. Zero?
I was giving a suggestion for Zero for things to do. I do
Okay,
not
yeah.
care.
Mhm.
Okay. So nobody is actually contacting the shuttle. You just file a report with patient.
Well, honestly, the longer you let this go, the more chance this kid has to get away, if you care.
Well, the kid gets to go do what he wants. Parents are upset. I don't know. Ultimately, there's other authorities that can handle this that aren't me. And I'm stuck on this planet anyway, so
True.
someone's gonna have to deal with it anyway.
But if this gets back to your superiors, it's gonna be you that takes a raking for it.
I mean, I literally did nothing more than talk to the kid.
Right. You suggested he take a course of action that he did then take. Which is then your responsibility as a, both adult and ranking commander of this mission?
Okay. Christian, how honest are you in the report?
The report will just say something to the tune of, spotted kid on shuttle, parents worried, guardianship is theirs, etc. So, clearly not pointing any blame at himself for here.
I mean, at most, I think you'd probably just have to pay a fine. Because, again, this is lost property to these people, if anything.
It seems to me more like missing child case.
Well, no, because these are
And then his return.
these are genetically owned workers, though. Like I said, it depends on how the company perceives this. The company might just say it's missing persons, or it could say it's lost property and just fine you whatever his revenues would be to his expected date of death.
Either way, it's not like I helped him get off planet or anything, or was actually an accessory to anything that happened.
Encouragement.
Encouragement. Oh no, I gave the child hope. Oh no.
Yeah, I assume
Crime.
a slave owner doesn't want somebody coming around. Actually, that was a crime in the South. In the
Giving children hope is not something that Zero is gonna dwell a long time on for, like, did I do the right thing? He's like, yeah, no, I'm fine.
you would have killed baby Hitler, wouldn't you?
Maximum effort.
Yeah.
So Zero is dealing with an insubordinate officer, a AWOL officer, a missing child, and an insurgency that could probably kill them all.
I wonder which one I am.
We'll figure it out.
I don't think I'm an officer, so I must be the missing child.
That's right, this 18-year-old, he outranks you.
Damn it. I took the wrong downtime activities.
Oh yeah. Right, Zero, for your downtime activity is you have to wait basically 5 or 6 weeks till the next shuttle passes, and then your contact tries something.
Right. Right now, I'm not putting much of a time limit on it, because generally I either want it to occur, like, around whenever I leave, and I have no idea when this mission will end right now.
So.
I'm just stuck on this planet forever.
Oh man, I imagine you're writing letters to home like a old Civil War soldier. Dearest Martha, my heart yearns for the long embrace of your...
Yeah, Zero, like, sits down and starts, like, writing in his diary, like, Dearest father, my king, I still hate you with every beating of my heart. I will return to murder you soon. Love, your child.
Alright, adding regicide to the list of growing crimes.
So yeah,
Let's work on that.
Cobra camped in the woods during the night and returns late evening next day. And you all get a call from patients to please come in for some news before Cobra got any chance to tell you where he was.
It's a boy.
All right. So coming on in.
Doing
And
it.
I'll probably be surprised that Cobra is here suddenly. But I'll avoid saying anything for now.
Good day, sir.
Oh, welcome back. So, uh, Patience called us in, right?
Yeah.
So Patience, what's on the agenda?
Yeah, you get a satellite image of a farmer standing in the field, and it's a better satellite mostly, so the quality isn't that good, but you still can make out the fields and a little human in there, and because he's in the fields, yeah, it must be a farmer. So this is a picture from the other side of the planet. It was spotted in one of the diversions of my weather satellite, which I sometimes do to get a picture of the whole planet.
Mm-hmm.
There should be no farmers on the other side. On the next diversion, I altered the path, and you see a second picture of what seems like a small city. So, yeah.
Interesting. The whole
Yeah.
city has been gone unnoticed until now.
Yeah, disconcerting because this is our colony, and now we have an impending lawsuit over first rights.
Have you made contact with them at all?
No,
I suppose you want that to be our job then.
for if you can divert the resources, because in between is an ocean. So
Right.
I
It strikes me
can,
that going all the way around the planet will take an excessive amount of time.
yeah,
About how big is this planet? How long might that take, like as a hypothetical journey?
2 weeks.
Yeah,
It's a very small moon.
I mean, it depends. If you have something like a shuttle, it would take a few hours. If you could go into orbit, or
Mhm.
maybe half a day. But if you have to go by foot and swim with your max, it would probably take.
You remember how my organization gives me a reserve for missions?
Yes.
Tactical reserves. Vehicle. Gain use of a transport vehicle or starship for the mission, for this mission only. A tier 1 NPC with the vehicle or ship tag.
Yeah, but there is no starship on this planet, so
Awesome. Then I'm going to fall back on number 2, narrative resources. Blackmail.
okay.
Does Zero ever narrate things out loud?
No.
God damn it, you didn't narrate that whole I'm gonna kill you king letter.
No, that was more like humorous RP right there.
Patience, take a letter. Dear king, brother, son, father. Ours is a complicated relationship.
No, for the time being, I want you to be aware of this, because we still have the more pressing matter of the rebellious Hysonians.
Of course. Azek, so even if we were capable of going across the planet, it would probably be very unwise to leave the colony undefended.
Exactly.
If possible, you if we had a second satellite, we could maybe at least bounce a signal around the planet and get within a Omnihook transmission. But as it stands, it doesn't seem like we have any sort of capability like that, correct?
I mean, if they had Omnihook themselves, you would be able to reach them.
It would at least be worth a shot.
Yeah, but without a satellite. If they had Omnihook, you would be able to reach them. But the Omninet, they don't access Omninet.
Zero will nod to that.
So that
I
also
suppose
means
we'll have to wait on sending a strongly worded letter then.
I mean, Omninet is organized by the union, and you need it for most of printer access, at least for more complicated stuff. So that also means they probably don't have printers, or at least not big printers.
And probably not contact with the Union either.
Right.
I wonder if maybe they might be some old colonists that happen to have found their way there.
Like the ones that are dressing up like bugs?
That's one possibility.
Aha! Here's another narrative resource. Disguise. We'll take those broken down bug costume outfit things.
I don't think they've left us any.
We've
We've
seen
only
them though, and we've got a giant printer.
That is true. I can't stop you from dressing up like a bug.
I don't
That's
have
your
to.
cosplay too.
I'm invisible. This is me trying to help you after I tried to blackmail you. Give me orders again.
Well, one way or another, at least we'll try to stay aware of it. And I suppose we can at least take photographs every now and then of the area and see what kind of activity they're really up to.
You can't still fly, can you?
No, I can fly.
Okay, so you'll get there and take pictures. You are the scout.
Oh, no, we already have a satellite.
Right, but I mean, yeah, satellite pictures versus, I don't know, aerial pictures. One of those is better than the other.
Sure, but we make do.
Also, you can not only fly, you have that little thing where you can, 50 cube thing. You can deep scan the whole area.
Like 150 meters away, yeah.
Yeah. Which has got to be a lot better than a satellite photo.
I gotta be within 150 meters.
I don't understand what your problem is.
Plus, we still have to fly around the planet.
Right, that's what we're talking about, isn't it? Going around the planet.
No, we're not doing that right now. There's no need to do that at present. And it's not our mission either. Not unless this colony starts to pose a threat.
Is it not? Is this not the source of these guys? This is not where they live and keep all their mechs?
We absolutely don't know that. And if they are basing on the other side of the planet, I don't think there's any way they could carry out near weekly attacks on us.
Well, I mean, unless they plan it very well. You know, send one guy out, then send the next, I mean, not one guy, one group out, and then send the next group out a week apart from that one.
Well, there would have to be two possibilities. One of which is that they have shuttle or aerial transport to take them out and field such long-ranging missions. Or B, they have some sort of Jules Verne-style center-of-the-earth tunnels that they can travel through that shorten the distance from like 10 months to like 1.
Or, you
And
know,
in either case,
they're the
we don't
original.
have any evidence of either.
They're the original colonists, and they just have very good supply chains across this planet because they've been here forever.
That would be exceedingly obvious, I think.
I mean, not that they didn't want it to be. I keep saying this a lot, but Vietnam.
Still, one way or another, it would be upon patience to discover further evidence with satellite imaging, if anything were to occur.
Zero, you looked a little bit into history of this planet last time. You know the bug aliens with their hives, they had long underground tunnels that connected a lot of the area. You don't know if there's a sub-ocean tunnel, though.
Right.
But on this continent, there are probably still old tunnels.
Oh, so now you're telling me he's telling me that I'm stupid and crazy while knowing that it's possible.